She froze when the woman behind the desk said it. "We're sorry, but your grandfather is on our blacklist." The granddaughter dropped her pen, a thin, silver one her grandmother had given her for graduation. It rolled across the floor and stopped by a stack of forms. "I'm sorry. What?" Her voice trembled, unsure whether to laugh or cry. The funeral attendant bit her lip. It wasn't the first time she delivered that line. "He won't be accepted at our crematorium," after the previous incident. Silence settled between them, heavy like a theater curtain before the final act. The woman glanced toward a faded sign in the corner. One chance only. And suddenly, everything came rushing back. 2 years ago, her grandfather had staged his own death. Literally, a full performance. He wanted to see who would actually show up to mourn him. Everyone came, except Mike, the eternally busy grandson with his startups. And then her grandfather, not Mike, burst out of the coffin shouting, "Gotcha!" Chaos, screams. Someone dropped a cup. Someone else nearly fainted. The priest did faint. Aunt Luba went into labor 2 months early, and the funeral banquet turned into an improvised karaoke night. Grandpa grabbed a microphone he had secretly planted and belted out "Dark Eyes," but remixed. The story hit local news as a funeral prank with consequences. The internet laughed. The crematorium did not. First, there was an unofficial ban. Then it became official. In their system, next to his name, they added prankster. And now he was really gone. No rehearsals, no tricks. But the crematorium still didn't believe it. "Do I have any alternatives?" she asked, her voice cracking despite her efforts to stay calm. "Yes," the woman sighed, flipping a catalog she clearly didn't want to touch. "We have the mobile option, off-site, in the forest." "In the forest?" The granddaughter blinked. "Legally," the employee clarified quickly. "It's a natural farewell format, a new service, the last flame. Certified firewood, Bluetooth speakers, a supervisor. You can pick a playlist, Highway to Hell if you like, or something softer." They chose softer. Later that evening, the family gathered, some with wreaths, some with thermoses, some with guitars. On the way to the forest, she suddenly remembered how Grandpa taught her to fish. Patient, joking, even when nothing bit. How he made coins disappear. How he always cheated at cards and called it not cheating, just seniority. And she realized, he would have loved this. The trees, the pies, this strange, warm absurdity. Maybe it was better than a cold hall with black chairs. Grandpa lay on a blanket between 2 pines, his face peaceful, almost smiling, as if he'd expected this exact scenario. Battery-powered fairy lights glowed around him, soft colors pulsing like tiny memories. It smelled of smoke, pine, and cinnamon. The whole scene felt unexpectedly alive. "He always said farewell should feel like a picnic," one of the grandkids murmured, "just without insects." The plan was simple. Light the fire, place a small sign saying finale, and finish with a firework. In that simplicity, there was honesty. No fake drama, just love. They turned on the playlist manually. The first song was My Way, not Sinatra's original, a gentle acoustic version. Someone smiled. The memory of his ridiculous fake funeral softened the ache. "Why the firework?" a neighbor asked as the sky darkened. "Well," the granddaughter sighed, looking up, "you know him. He never wanted to leave quietly." They waited for night. Someone recited a poem. A great-grandchild drew a picture on a stone, a man with a microphone standing in flames. Grandpa on stage. Even Mike showed up, late, of course, but he came. He sat apart, staring at the ground, holding a paper cup of coffee he didn't drink. Eventually, he stood and approached the body. He hesitated, breathed in, placed his business card under Grandpa's hand. "Sorry I didn't come that time," he whispered. His voice shook. He stayed there for a long moment, then nodded, perhaps to himself, and returned to his seat. No one judged him. Time softens edges. And Grandpa? He always forgave. When the firework finally burst upward, someone whispered, "Now he really took off." And everyone smiled, because they knew he would have applauded first, and probably come back on stage for an encore.